The Mercedes-Benz C-Class used to be the entry-level Benz or the poor man's S-Class. However, this is no longer the case with the CLA being the entry-level vehicle. With the redesign just last year that brought the C-Class more upscale, this is a vehicle that deserves a very worthy consideration if you're looking for a luxury sports sedan. So, let's go ahead and check out this 2016 Mercedes-Benz C-Class. Now, as far as styling goes on the C-Class, this is certainly my favorite Mercedes in their lineup. I love the elegant and classy styling, and then it's also very sporty looking too, and then it kind of looks like a mini S-Class as well, and I just really love the styling of the C-Class here. Now, our C-Class we do have here is the C300. There's basically three different trims you could choose for the C300. There's the base trim, which is ours, and ours is also equipped with the multimedia package. And then you have the luxury trim as well as the sport trim too. Now, most C-Classes on the road, at least here in the States, are going to have that big old front emblem in the grille. And there's not many new C-Classes that you will find will have the hood ornament, which is pretty interesting. A lot of C-Classes back in the day, you'll find hood ornaments everywhere, but not today. Now, here goes the key fob design. Pretty stylish and high quality looking key fob design. We have your lock, unlock to release your trunk, and then your panic button too. Now, it's a black exterior color with a black leatherette interior. Now, Mercedes actually calls this MB-Tex. Of course, full leather is an option in the C-Class. And then in typical Mercedes fashion, your seat controls are located up here on the door panel. You have your adjustable headrest, power recline, and then a power thigh extension too. Then your power lumbar is located down here. Lots of adjustments. Now, stepping on inside of the vehicle here, there's no denying that the C-Class is now a very upscale vehicle. And I just love the interior. It's certainly the best looking interior in the compact luxury sports sedan class. And it's very high quality looking too, very impressed. Still looks really great in 2016 for the 2016 model year. Now, you do have push button ignition. Just put your foot on the brake and hit the button to start. And what you're hearing there is a 2-liter turbocharged inline 4-cylinder. Full leather wrapped steering wheel. And in typical Mercedes fashion, you have a column mounted automatic transmission. And it's a 7-speed automatic. You go down for drive, up for reverse, and when you put the vehicle into reverse, of course that displays your rear view camera with guidance lines, and then you also do have trajectory too. Now, you can also change the brightness of the rear view camera. Pretty cool there. And then there's different views you have for the rear view camera. You have a normal view, and then a kind of like a side view, which is pretty cool. But very nice there. And then you just go push for park. Easy as that. And I'm going to go ahead and turn on the lights and the hazards. Automatic driver's side window. Let's go ahead and pop up the hood, check out the engine bay. Heated exterior mirrors with LED turn signal indicators. "17-inch alloy wheels." These are also the base wheels that you get on the C-Class. Halogen headlights with LED daytime running lights. If you do get the lighting package for the C-Class, it gives you different looking LED daytime running lights and then LED headlights too. Looks much better than this. but these are all right. Now under the hood here we have your base powertrain, which is a 2-liter turbocharged inline 4-cylinder engine. You will find that this is one of the best powertrains in the class because it's very reasonably fuel efficient while still providing a decent amount of power. Produces 241 horsepower at 5,550 RPM and 273 pound-feet of torque at 1,300 RPM, with EPA estimates being 25 in the city and 34 on the highway. This is also a very competitive powertrain against BMW's base 4-cylinder engine that you'll find in the 3 Series. Now, your optional powertrain is a 3-liter twin-turbo V6, but that model is now called the C450 and not the C400. And then, if you want the most power out of the C-Class, you could go for the AMG, the C63, and then that is a 4-liter twin-turbo V8. Now, competitors of the C-Class, you have the vehicles in the compact luxury sports sedan class. This includes the likes of the BMW 3 Series, Audi A4, Lexus IS, as well as the Cadillac ATS. However, the C-Class is now more upmarket than those vehicles. And it's also more pricier too than some of them. Now, coming to the rear, you have LED tail lights and LED turn signal indicators too. Very stylish. Takes a lot of styling cues from the big brother, the S-Class. Then you also do have dual exhaust tips at the bottom too. Love the rear end of the C-Class here. Like I said, EPA estimates are 25 city, 34 highway. Total vehicle price is $43,840. Really loving this black ash open pore wood here. Very stylish and elegant. Now, of course, all of your basic power necessities, power windows, power mirrors, and these mirrors do power fold too. Nice added little luxury touch there. And then memory seat settings for 3 people, and then your power door lock switches are right here. Nice stitching everywhere. And let's go ahead and rev it up. Very nice. Now, build quality and materials are exquisite inside of the C-Class here. You have really great materials, nice soft to the touch on the upper door panel, mid door panel, and on the armrest. The dashboard is also this really nice, softly padded material. There's really no cheap, hard feeling plastics inside of here, and this is kind of like still a baby Benz. It's still not the most expensive sedan in their lineup, but they don't cheapen out on the quality inside of here. Really loving this interior. The build quality is excellent. None of the interior trim and pieces creak a whole lot, and most of the trim and pieces do fit well together inside of here. No panel gaps. Overall, very impressed with this interior. Very stylish steering wheel design here, and I love the steering wheel rim, and I love how it feels just right. It's not too bulky or bulbous feeling, and it's not too thin either. Now, coming to your controls right here, these are your controls for the TFT instrument cluster, which I'll get to in just a second. We also do have your voice recognition, Bluetooth phone controls, and your steering wheel mounted audio controls. And then you also do have a power tilting and telescoping steering wheel. There's a decent range of adjustment. I also forgot to mention that you do have paddle shifters for the manual shiftability for the transmission if you want to shift the vehicle manually. Coming up here, we do have your auto dimming rearview mirror, garage home link 2, SOS safety connect, and then your map lights. Pretty cool the way they're designed. They are LEDs though. Coming down here, we have dual cup holders, little storage pocket, then a 12 volt power outlet. And then right here we have your controller for the command interface, which I'll get to in just a second. And then right here we have your different driver selectable modes. Then your center console storage, which is okay. It's not the best, but it provides a decent amount. We do have your SD cards slot right there, and then 2 USB charging ports. Now the seats in the C-Class are very comfortable, would certainly take this vehicle on a long road trip, and these are actually the best seats in the whole compact luxury sports sedan class in my opinion. They just have a decent range of adjustments, and I love how they have a power thigh extension that helps out a lot with the thigh support, and then the side bolstering is just the right amount. It doesn't feel overly stiff, or it doesn't feel like a couch either. It still holds you in place. They feel just right in my opinion. I love the seats in the C-Class. As far as visibility goes, visibility is also a strong point for this vehicle. Lots of glass area all around. The A-pillar is not too thick, it's actually pretty thin. And then rearward visibility is excellent for this vehicle. And you know, in this day and age, there's a lot of vehicles with sloping roof lines and such, but the C-Class keeps it very traditional with the roof line here. And it's very easy to see out of. Now, if I was to get a C-Class, I would certainly get this black ash open pore wood because it doesn't show scratches or fingerprints as easily as the high gloss wood trim or the high gloss black trim either. I would definitely go for this trim right here because it doesn't show fingerprints or scratches as easily. Now, let's get to the upper section right here of the controls. And these are your climate controls right here. You have dual zone automatic climate control. Your temperatures right here, fan speeds, and then your different zones too. And then we also do have your automatic mode. And it's very easy to use and easy to figure out. And I love how Mercedes went with traditional buttons and not touch sensitive ones. It helps out quite a lot for a daily basis. And then you have your recycling mode right here, your rear window defroster, and then your front passenger temperatures too. Now coming down here, we also do have your optical disc drive, analog clock, and then your all your shortcuts on the command interface, like for your navigation, radio, and then your media too. Now coming to the menu for the climate, it shows up on the command interface, and you could control it from the command interface by this little dial right here. Now speaking of the command interface, let's get to that. This is your navigation system right here. This is also an 8.4 inch high resolution color display, one of the best in the business. Love this system here. And this is the optional system too. This comes with the multimedia package. Now, we also do have live traffic, and I just love the resolution on this bad boy. And then when you zoom all the way out, it also shows the whole Earth, which is pretty cool. But I love this navigation system, very easy to use. And then you also do have 3D rendering of buildings too. Now, the ways to enter in a destination, you could do a keyword search, address entry from contacts or your points of interest, or from the Mercedes-Benz apps. You can also do it by voice too, which is pretty cool. Now let's get to the radio. Now coming to your radio, you have AM, FM of course. And then you also do have HD radio on this bad boy and satellite radio. And then you can also go to the internet radio, Pandora, Now coming to your different media sources. Your different media sources includes all of the norm. Of course, you do have your USB ports and iPod integration, and then you have your Bluetooth streaming audio, and then your optical disk drive, memory card for the SD card slot, all that good stuff. Coming to phone, you can hook up your Bluetooth phone, of course, have all of your contacts stored on here, and then have an integrated dial pad, which is pretty cool. Coming to the vehicle, you have your operator's manual, the time which you could set, and then your vehicle settings. And then there's many different vehicle settings that you could change here, from the automatic mirror folding, the locator lighting, automatic locking, interior lighting, all that good stuff. Love the graphics they have for the car too, which is pretty cool. Then you have your dynamic select, and then basically this gives you information on the vehicle, such as like the battery voltage, the coolant temperature. Pretty interesting there. It gives you vehicle data too. Shows you what driver selectable mode you're in. You have your comfort mode, and then you have your sport mode too, and then the eco mode too. And then your different modes are selected by this little button right here. Now let's go ahead and test out the voice recognition on the command interface. Frequency 102.5. Pretty good at recognizing your voice here. Now let's get to the internet. Now you have your Mercedes-Benz apps to the Mercedes mobile website, internet favorites, internet radio too. You also do have a Wi-Fi hotspot on this system as well. Now coming to the touchpad here, it's kind of weird in how it operates. It's not the most easy to use touchpad in the world, but you kind of swipe like this for what you want. And then you have your back button right here too. And then you can swipe for what radio station you want, as you can see. Then you have your favorites right here. Pretty cool there. But overall, it's kind of finicky to use at times. So overall, I really do love the command interface. It's kind of easy to use. I wish they would get rid of the touchpad, but I really do love the crisp and clear display. Now, coming to your gauges, really love the gauges here in the C-Class. And they're very bold, crisp, and clear and easy to read. Coming to the TFT instrument cluster, it's excellent. Shows lots of vehicle information to the trip information, like the fuel range, then eco display, and then your digital speedometer too. Then you have your navigation, shows you your direction of travel. The radio, you could choose your different radio sources from here, all that good stuff. Shows you what song is playing and what radio station is playing. Then here you could choose your different media source. And then you have your telephone. You can hook up your Bluetooth phone, shows you who's calling. Assistance, graphics, service, settings, all that good stuff. Overall, really love the TFT instrument cluster and the gauges. And then right here you have your tachometer and then your speedometer too. Alright, and let's go ahead and shut down the C-Class. Let's go ahead and check out the rest of the vehicle. Now, build quality and materials do follow through in the rear. Now back here, the C-Class is actually pretty roomy. It's roomier than the average compact sports sedan. You have dual map pockets, rear air vents, and a rear center armrest with cup holders and storage too. Very nice. The seats are also very comfortable and they provide a decent amount of support. Alrighty. The trunk is also very spacious and the seats do fold down to maximize cargo space. Then you have your Mercedes first aid kit too. Love how the trunk opens all the way up when you open it too. Full powered passenger seat with power recline and power lumbar. There goes your glove box. Nice and damped and lined with felt too. So with its wide range of powertrains available that are very fuel efficient yet potent, its roomy interior with many luxury and technology goodies available, as well as its very stylish and sporty and elegant looking exterior design, the 2016 Mercedes-Benz C-Class is certainly one of the best luxury sports sedans you can buy. So remember that this is Cameron Birch from Cameron's Car Reviews.